In today's video, we are interested in constant current. So up here you can see this power supply right now is providing a constant voltage to the breadboard right here. And a lot of power supplies, they're going to do everything they can to provide that voltage. So unless you take more current than it can provide, it's going to hold that voltage pretty steady. So we can zoom back here, and this has some meter-like properties. Actually, I don't want to hit set, I want to hit V there. You can see 5 volts that it is outputting to the rail. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit, and I have 220 ohm resistors right there to the positive rail, and then to the negative rail I have a jumper one spot away. So an LED will fit in. The long lead, the anode, has to go towards the more positive side. The short lead, the cathode, to the more negative side for it to light up. So we're going to plug that in right there, and we'll see the LED light up, and it's still 5 volts. I have it set to a maximum of 18 milliamps of current there, and there we go. You can see that it is drawing about 13 milliamps of current. So this is amp, that's hundredth or a tenth of an amp, hundredths of an amp, and thousandths of an amp. So that's where the milliamps are. So it's 13 milliamps. Now, interesting thing, the blue LED, you may notice, is quite a bit brighter right there. And it's drawing less current, which is really interesting. Now, we have a maximum of 18 milliamps. Looks like it might be a good idea to lower that. So I'm going to go, oops, got to hit that button, and move it over to the milliamp spot, and we will lower it to, let's do 15. So the exact amount doesn't matter. Now I'm going to take the red LED and wire it just like the blue LED, but up here. So they are in parallel. And now you notice we hit that maximum right there. So right now it is not providing 5 volts. That's what we have it set at, but that is not what it is providing. If we hit the VA here, we can see that it's actually only outputting 4.15 volts. Now let's hit set, go to current, let's raise this 1 milliamp, and there you can see the voltage is going up because it is providing more current right now. So we're up to about 18 milliamps of current, and this is probably 20 milliamps of current, which is the maximum you want for one LED. But of course this is current going through 2 of them, and so the resistor is keeping them safe as long as we stay at 5 volts or even lower. So I can just jump this right up to 27, and it looks like it's actually, these 2 LEDs are taking up about 22 milliamps. So it's the addition of their 2 currents, since they're 2 separate parallel circuits. So the main takeaway is, with constant current, right now it's constant voltage, but we have it set so that this will not output more than about 27 milliamps of current, just in case we have to protect a circuit from a high current. And so since we have the 2 of them in parallel, we can go to the voltage now and raise it up as we want. We went to 15 volts. That would be too much for this circuit right here. We can pluck this one, and you can see that actually that one got 26 milliamps of current. I didn't want to do that, so that was just slightly above 20 milliamps of current. We probably didn't damage it, but that's right, these are in parallel. So before I do that, I have to go here and lower it to 20 milliamps of current. So right now there's 20 milliamps going through the 2 of them. 18 would probably be safer. And so now I can yank the one. So you'll see the other one get brighter, and but it's still 19 milliamps of current. Now we got the 2 of them, and so now more current's going through the one, and now they are splitting the current because we have a set maximum current. And so that's one way to protect the circuit. As we just saw, at 15 volts it would have been very bad for the LEDs. With only a 220 ohm resistor, plus the resistor would overheat. So I'm going to leave my mistake in there. But you can see there it is. It's still only outputting about 5 volts to give us that 18 milliamps of current through the 2 LEDs, even though we set it to 15 volts. That's why you see constant current there. It's holding that current. And maybe you have a particular current you want to provide for whatever reason. You can use it for that too. In this case, we are just using it as a maximum current for it to draw. And so we can do one more thing, and then I think I'll call it quits. I think this only goes down to about 10 milliamps minimum, so there is a down arrow there, and I've been hitting it quite a bit. And there you can see the LEDs got dimmer, and okay, it goes to 0. I didn't think it went that low. We can set 1 milliamp. You see them getting a little brighter right there. That takes a little more voltage to light up, and so it takes about 3 volts for that to light up, and you can see we're getting close to 3 volts. So a lot of interesting little experiments you can do like this. And again, we have it set to 15 volts maximum, and a lot of power supplies will provide that as long as you're not drawing too much current. But if you can set the current, that's all the better. You can set it to a safe level. You miswire something, you notice there's more current being drawn than you want it to, but it'll still be in safe range if that was the setting that you have it. So it's a very useful feature, this constant current. So hope that all made sense. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.